Rosemary Have back again to help you take full control of your life by what you choose to put at the end of your fork. So let's get into it. A lot of people have been all over social media talking about natural ways of losing weight and miraculous natural remedies that can make weight loss so easy. One of those things was using apple cider vinegar. And let's just say there's been some controversy when it comes to the natural health and wellness community as to whether vinegar is a positive thing or a negative thing for the human body. Let's just go on the side of it being a positive thing, because what it has been shown to do is to help people lose belly fat and to just lose weight in general. It's an amazing vinegar. Now, the product in and of itself is amazing, but the key to making it something that really is powerful and can help you in your weight loss and type 2 diabetes management is in a thing called the mother. Now, the mother is the bacteria that's grown to ferment the apples, and it's all in there. Nothing is strained or removed when it's bottled. And the best brand for doing that was Bragg's. This is not a paid sponsorship, but I just want to say that it was an amazing product. Bragg's apple cider vinegar. The business started, I believe, somewhere in the mid 1970s, and by a man by the name of Paul Bragg. So now, fast forward to 2019, because it was during 2019 that the family owner, the ownership had now gone to Patricia Bragg. And Patricia Bragg decided to retire at the age of 90. So obviously something good is happening with Bragg's apple cider vinegar. She decided to retire at age 90. So she looked for investors to help with taking on the company, taking it over and making it public. So she invited two celebrities to take over, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. And that's all fine and good because we've all heard that Katy Perry's into health and wellness. Now, what does that have to do with African Americans? I'm getting to that. Keep in mind that Bragg's apple cider vinegar, as of 2019, started to change. Now, something was about it because I've used it for many, many years when I discovered it as an amazing tool to help myself and to help clients live healthy. The thing that I noticed after 2019 or about the end of 2019, Bragg's apple cider vinegar started looking very light, very pale, and you could hardly see any mother in it. Before you used to buy it, it was a beautiful amber, dark amber color, a golden color, thick looking, and the mother was visible. You could see it in there. You could even taste it as it went down if you didn't shake it well. But now, as of 2019, people started to notice that we're not seeing the same quality as we used to see prior to 2019. And what's happened is that a lot of natural health food stores have been dropping Bragg's from their inventory because of the fact that people have been complaining that it is not doing the same thing that it used to do. It's not providing the powerful benefits of taking it the way that it used to. And the mother's gone missing. So what are people drinking instead since 2019 when it became big business and a celebrity funded business? So before I get into all of that and people start accusing me of conspiracy theories, this is all conjecture. But one thing that is not conjecture is the fact that natural health food stores have been dropping Bragg's, specifically Bragg's apple cider vinegar from their shelves because of the change in the way that it looks and the way that it tastes.
We, Nutrition World, had to remove Bragg's liquid vinegar from the store. When I opened my store in 1979, one of the mainstays was Bragg's vinegar in the bottle with the mother, made for about 100 plus years. Unbelievable as far as anecdotal, and now research has shown that vinegar had so many health benefits, but we pulled it. We pulled it from the store shelves of Nutrition World. Why is that? They sold out to a capital investment company, and I've been in this industry, like I said, 45 years. 95% of all companies who were homegrown, who built a wonderful business on ethics and fantastic quality, it almost always decreases within the first 2 years of that capital company buying it. And it did with Bragg's. I'm so disappointed. Customers were telling us constantly, it looks different, it tastes different, it's lighter, it doesn't have the same benefit. I wasn't feeling as good. So we've replaced it with two that we know that have the quality at this point. Cadia, we dealt with them for many years, and Soul Spring, which is actually a part of Dr. McCullough's organization, and I use their olive oil. It's amazing. So please forgive us if you come in and you're like, dadgummit, where's Bragg? I'll go somewhere else and buy it. I'm just telling you, if you ever try this, or if you ever had an old bottle of Bragg and you compared it, it's not the same. Just terrible how the big business doesn't seem to line themselves up with the ethics of the homegrown Paul Bragg, their daughter, Mrs. Bragg, who died recently, I think. But I knew Paul Bragg from the early days in the 70s and 80s. Amazing individual. I think he lived about 90-something. But we have had to remove it, and that's the reason. Thank you.
So I want to just bring you back to the fact of Bill Gates. Now, Bill Gates, remember he started off in the tech world and with the whole computer systems, all of that. Now, all of a sudden, since a shutdown not that long ago, he's now become this man who knows everything about medical technology and is providing his guidance and information to people and countries around the world about what should be done. Now, okay, if he has that knowledge, okay, fine. But my question to you is, why is he buying over 260,000 acres of farmland? Now, those are the statistics from 2021, where he and his wife at the time purchased more farmland than any other individual in the United States. Now, what is happening? What's happening is we're looking at a lot of genetically modified foods that are coming out of big business purchasing land. We need to pay attention to what is happening to the foods that we're eating, and we're considering them healthy. So what does genetically modified food have to do with anything regarding Bragg's apple cider vinegar? Well, how about this? If we're producing, we, meaning the people in big food business, the big food industry, if they're now starting to promote and use a lot of genetically modified foods, then why would apples be immune from that? Think about it. If you take away the nutritional value of an apple, make it genetically modified, where you're modifying the nutrient value of that fruit, and then you're making apple cider vinegar out of it, do you think that they're going to be the same kind of benefits that there used to be when it was an organic process of organic apples, then creating organic apple cider vinegar, including the mother? There's going to be a difference. There is a continued push by the food industry to give us nutritionally depleted food from nutritionally depleted soil. This is something that we need to really pay attention to, because Bragg's apple cider vinegar is just one example of the fallout of having big businesses running what used to be organic foods. Now, there are other natural organic foods that sold out as well. Annie's is another one which sold out to General Mills. Now, people are like, what is the big deal? Annie's was all about organic and natural foods. General Mills is all about red dye number 4 and artificial flavors and fillers and preservatives. I'm just saying that. I mean, just read any label of any cereal that's manufactured by General Mills, and then you'll see what the pattern is. What we need to look at is that, yes, we need to eat more organic food. And if you can find organic food, then that's what you're supposed to be using. For companies now that are selling out to big businesses because of, for whatever reason, it's usually just financial is what it looks like. But we have to be alert and we have to use common sense. If you've been using Bragg's apple cider vinegar for years, and then you suddenly notice that it's pale, the mother's not there, it's a different taste, it's not providing the same benefits that it used to, we have a problem. We have a big problem. And the way to counteract that is to use other means. Now, you can switch to a different brand of apple cider vinegar because it really does help with type 2 diabetes control and management. I know, I'm not providing medical advice, and always go and talk to your doctor first. But just keep in mind that anecdotally and unofficially, there have been so many positive positive testimonials from people who struggle with type 2 diabetes and then incorporated apple cider vinegar into their diets and notice how their blood glucose levels had become maintained throughout the day when they used it. Same thing for people with weight loss. People have been absolutely amazed at how well apple cider vinegar helped them to lose weight. Just taking a tablespoon of it in a glass of water before bed or first thing in the morning led to eventual weight loss. It also helped with gut issues because if you have too much acid in your stomach or not enough acid in your stomach, apple cider vinegar can rectify that issue. There are so many positive benefits through natural remedies. And when I see something like a Bragg's apple cider vinegar changing, that makes me very disheartened because when we are looking at African Americans who are still struggling with obesity and type 2 diabetes, it is a very sad state of affairs because a lot of our people were finding a lot of benefits from using these natural products like apple cider vinegar because it has no side effects for those who don't have any stomach acid issues. Be aware. Look at how your foods are being prepared and keep in mind that you need to supplement with other ways of controlling and managing your blood glucose. And one of the ways that I really like is GlucoBlock. GlucoBlock is an amazing supplement because it does what the name suggests, and that is it blocks the glucose so that you're not having a flood of glucose throughout your bloodstream and then affecting your body and then being stored as fat. What's happening is it's helping to stimulate the glucose receptors of your pancreas so that it's not building up a resistance to glucose. Do you see the pattern here? That's what it does. GlucoBlock. If you want to find out how to get it, just message me and I will get you set straight. We don't have to suffer just because big businesses are deciding to buy out our organic food sources, but we can use what we still have. And that is we still have a knowledge of how to eat naturally and take some supplements like GlucoBlock to help us live better. I'm Rosemary. Have some. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss the post. And also remember, I have a YouTube channel that's Have Some, HAV for Victor, SOM for Mother. And we'll see you there to continue the conversation. GlucoBlock, look into it. I'll tell you more about it on my channel. Have a good one. To your good health. Bye.